Here's Patterson. Blocked.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
Here's Davis. He drains the quick shot. Davis has got 21 in the game.
Hey, they are right back in it, guys, with this run. Impressive.
You know, if they go down, they're going to go down swinging. I like the fact that they aren't going quietly, Steve.
And there's the pass to Patterson. That one's good from the corner. Patterson's got 9.
Good vision he's showing. When the defense collapses, he's making the right decision.
Well, that awareness and understanding, that's something scouts and GMs love to see.
Douglas with the screen on Martin. Back to Davis. Open look. It's rebounded by the Elites. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Douglas against Martin. Plenty of space. Patterson can't get it to go.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Goes straight up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, plenty of contact there. Easy call.
Steve.
So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
But we managed to win somehow. So here you see the player recap screen where basically tell you what they thought of their playing performance during the game. You see here, we managed to finish the game with a C-. So that's basically our first game that we played. The objectives, each game you play, you have like 3 objectives that you're supposed to try and complete. We failed all of those. We were supposed to finish the game with C+, fail that, draw 2 or more fouls, fail that too, and we were supposed to hold our matchup to 40% shooting from the field. We definitely failed that. So let's quit out of this and see what's next for us in my player mode.
Thanks for taking the time to answer my questions. We're picking 18th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. This next question is more how you feel about what we're doing here in Washington. Having recently traded away our former cornerstone in Gilbert Arenas, the franchise turned a new page in that we brought in a lot of very talented young guys, headlined by John Wall. With the group we have now, do you feel like you'd fit in?
Okay, so basically that game that we just played was more or less just to show off for all the talent scouts that are scouting for their teams. So now we got our first interview for a scout, and you, based on what options you choose, that is what determines what team decides that they really like you and they pick you for their team for the draft. So let's see what answer our friend decides to give.
Oh, most definitely. Looking at what you have, I love all the young talent on the roster. You've got players at every position that are oozing with potential. This is a great team for me to get in with on the ground floor and develop my skills as they develop theirs. With a little team chemistry, I feel like we could be contenders in a few years.
Okay, so it feels like they can be contenders.
Next question. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
What does my friend think of that performance of his game on a whole? Let's see. What option will he pick? Will he be honest that he sucks? Or will he be Mr. I'm so good that even God wants to play me?
Primarily my focus and being mentally tougher. I need to study the game and watch the players in front of me and learn. I also need to learn from the veteran guys so I can step in and contribute when my name is called.
Okay, so you picked a humble answer. Not too shabby.
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft.
most interested in us is the
Good game out there
Philadelphia
tonight, son.
76ers.
I'm the GM of the 76ers, and I must say I was impressed with your performance. We have the 16th pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, real quick, if you don't mind. You play in a position that we're well stocked in, with guys like Evan Turner, Iggy, and Thaddeus. With those guys on the roster and playing time expected to be limited, why should we draft you?
Why should they draft you? Do we even want to play for the 76ers? We don't want to play for the 76ers.
Easy. I'm ready to step right into the league and shine. However, I feel like the roster you've assembled here needs a few more years before it's ready to make some noise. My career is only going to last so many years, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't want to waste the first part of my career waiting for the other guys to develop. No offense, but no thanks.
So we were honest. No offense, but no thanks.
Okay, last question. It takes a strong will to play here in Philadelphia. If you give your heart and soul to the team, the fans will support you completely with their adoration. On the other hand, if you ever badmouth them or not give 100% out on the court, they will turn on you in a heartbeat and boo you relentlessly. They truly are the best fans in basketball and expect nothing less than your best. Do you think you have the makeup to play in this city?
Did this man not hear us when we said we did not want to play for Philadelphia?
Philly really isn't the place for me, man. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly being judged by every on-court and off-court action that I make. I'm a private person, and that life is just not for me, you know?
It's just not for us, man. It's just not for us. So that ends our second interview.
Thanks for your time. It was a little disappointing, to be honest, but I appreciate you being upfront with us.
Well, at least he got the picture. Now we have an interview with the Charlotte Bobcats.
Good job out there tonight. I really appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time. We have the 19th pick in the draft and are interested in your talents. We just want to pick your brain a little before we decide. Let's get to it. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
Rebuilding? Are we patient enough to remain focused during the building years?
Definitely. It's clear to me that you guys have a plan. Rebuilding is a means to an end, and you need players who are going to stick it out through both the good times and the bad. If you believe in me, I believe in you and what you're trying to do here. We both just want to win.
So I guess we do believe in rebuilding.
Let's see. One more question, if you don't mind. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
Swagger. There's no better answer than swagger. Swagger,
Swagger.
swagger.
Everywhere I've gone in my life has been big. I think my presence has always created a rock star environment, and I think a lot of that has to do with the way I carry myself. I play hard both on the court and off the court, you know? Life's to be enjoyed, my man.
Do like Soldier Boy, turn my swag on.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick.
And now we have the NBA draft. So basically we got the 18th pick. We're showing you stats from the game and our strengths and weaknesses. I don't really care for what strengths and weaknesses. Weaknesses is the questions about his maturity and character. Being able to create quality skills. Vision, passing ability are below average for a good. That's why I really hate on it. At times, tries to force the issue offensive instead of taking up with his own defense. Well, they can't say they don't know it. They hit the nail on the head with that one. Let's jump into this draft and see who we get.
Good evening and welcome to the 2011 NBA Draft. For the young men waiting to hear their names called this evening, this moment marks the realization of a lifelong dream. For the fans here and at home who enjoyed this past season and tonight get a glimpse at tomorrow's stars, I thank you for joining us. It's a moment of tremendous excitement as these young men prepare to join the ranks of the greatest basketball players in the world. So without further ado, let's get started. With the first pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Doug Martin from the University of Michigan.
Okay, sadly, there's no way to fast forward to our pick.
With the second pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
So I'm just gonna
Cliff Davis from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the 2011 NBA